First, we're going to prepare some mango pulp. So for that, we need 500 gram of mangoes. So 500 gram is the measure after chopping the mangoes. So first chop the mangoes and then weigh and take out 500 gram. So you can see a total 500 gram of mangoes after chopping. Add these mangoes to a mixer grinder jar and make a fine puree. Do not add any water. Transfer the mango puree to a kadhai or a pan. Add 300 gram sugar. Mix the sugar and the mango puree well and then place this kadhai on your stove. Switch on the flame and cook this mixture. You need to keep the flame between medium to high. And make sure you stir this mixture in between. After around 10 minutes of cooking, add 1 tablespoon lemon juice. This lemon juice will help preserve the mango jam and also adds to the taste. Keep cooking the jam between medium to high flame and make sure you use a lid or something like that to protect yourself from the splashing jam, because when you cook the jam it tends to splash here and there. And keep stirring the jam in between. It took me approximately 15 to 20 minutes, and you can test your jam by putting it on a plate and you will see that it is not runny and you will not see that jam leaving some watery trail around it. That means the jam is ready. This jam is ready and looks perfect. You can immediately transfer the hot jam to a sterilized glass bottle and you can place the lid once the jam has cooled down completely. But you can also let the jam cool down completely and then fill it in an airtight container. But if you transfer the hot jam to a sterilized glass container and then let it cool down and then store it, it will help you preserve the jam for around 1 year. Look at the consistency of jam. It's perfect and it's perfectly spreadable. I'll take a slice of bread and show you. Looks wonderful, and yes, it tastes amazing too. Give this recipe a try and enjoy. For this recipe, we need 500 gram chopped mangoes, so you need to measure the mangoes after chopping them. Add the mangoes to a mixer grinder jar and make a fine puree. Add the mango puree to a kadhai or a pan. Now add 150 gram sugar, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1/8 teaspoon or a pinch of salt. Salt will enhance the flavor of the Aam Papad. Give this a good mix. Now place it on your gas stove and you need to cook this at medium flame for around 20 to 25 minutes. Make sure you stir this mixture in between. The mango pulp might splash here and there while it's cooking, so you can use a lid or some kind of plate to protect yourself. So this looks almost done. Before we put the cooked pulp into a plate, grease the plate with some ghee around 1 teaspoon. And then pour the entire cooked mango mixture in it and spread it evenly. Tap to remove any air bubble. Now a different type of touch which I'm giving, I'm adding a little bit of black salt. Just sprinkle a little bit of black salt all over this. Adding black salt is optional, but you can give it a try. Now I'm going to dry this under our sun for 2 to 3 days until it's dried completely. While this was drying, I had covered it with a thin cotton cloth. You need to do this to protect the Aam Papad from dirt and dust. In some region, this aam papad might take more days, and in some region, it might take less days. So you can touch the aam papad to understand whether it's dry or not. And once it's dry, you can take a knife and loosen the edges and it will come off very easily. Wow, look at the shiny, glossy and delicious aam papad. Pulling this aam papad out of the plate is so satisfying. Now I'm going to cut the aam papad. You can cut these into squares, or if you want you can make rolls. So to know how to make squares and roll, just follow what I'm doing. Wow, this roll looks so gorgeous and appetizing. Another roll. And now I'm going to cut the remaining aam papad into squares. A little bit of the aam papad for my cameraman. Yay! So this is the amount of aam papad you'll get from half kg of mangoes, half kg after chopping. Try this recipe in this mango season and enjoy! To a mixer grinder jar, add 1/4 cup chopped mangoes. Grind these to a smooth puree. Meanwhile, let's prepare the molds. So you need to grease the molds with some normal cooking oil. If you do not have these molds, you can use normal katori, normal bowl as well. Heat a pan and add the prepared puree to it. Switch on the flame and then add 6 tablespoons sugar. Give everything a good mix. Now add 3/4 cup water. Cook this mixture for 3 to 5 minutes. Now add 2 teaspoons vegetarian gelatin or agar-agar. You can also use normal gelatin. Whisk to remove the lumps. You can see the vegetarian gelatin has completely dissolved in the mango mixture. Now we are going to strain this mixture to remove any further lumps. Transfer the mango mixture to a saucepan or some kind of container from which it will be easy for you to pour the mixture into the molds. If you see that the mixture has started to set, you can switch on the flame and reheat the mixture for some time and then pour in your molds. Now let these molds cool to room temperature and then refrigerate for 1 hour or until they set. Our mango jelly is nice and firm now. To easily demold it, you need to place these molds in some warm water and then tap, and these will come out very easily out of the molds. And finally some tutti frutti for garnishing. So our jiggly wiggly delicious mango jelly is ready. Let me know in the comment section if you like this recipe. Do give this a try and enjoy. Take 200 ml very cold whipping cream and whip it till you get stiff peaks. The whipping cream I'm using already has sugar in it, but if you're using the normal whipping cream which doesn't have sugar, you can add around 3 to 4 tablespoons sugar. So this whipping cream is whipped to stiff peaks. I'm going to refrigerate this until I follow the next step. In a mixer grinder jar, add 3/4 cup of chopped mangoes. These are fresh and juicy chopped mangoes. Grind to a smooth puree. Heat a pan and to that add the prepared mango puree. Keep the flame between low to medium. Now add 3 teaspoons sugar. After cooking the puree for 5 minutes, take it out in a bowl, leaving around 2 to 3 tablespoons in the pan. So we will be using this later in our whipped cream. In the same pan, add 2 teaspoons sugar. Give this a good mix. Add 2 tablespoons water and again stir. You need to cook this for 3 to 4 minutes and then strain. So this is going to be the glaze for our mango mousse. So our glaze is ready. Let this cool and come to room temperature. So here I have a piping bag with a piping nozzle. It is a star-shaped nozzle. You need not be specific with the nozzle. You can take any type of nozzle or you can simply take the piping bag. Now fill a little bit of the white whipped cream into this piping bag and set aside. While you are not using this piping bag, you need to keep this in your refrigerator. Otherwise, the whipped cream will melt. To the remaining whipped cream, add the prepared cooked mango pulp which we had kept aside. Give this a good mix until the mango puree is completely combined with the whipped cream. Because we had cooked the mango puree, it's going to add a very nice and strong taste of mango to the mousse. Now fill this mango mousse in a piping bag. I'm not using any nozzle here. Cut the tip of the piping bag. If you do not have a piping bag, you can use any regular plastic bag for it. Fill the mousse cups with this mango flavored cream. And at the end, top it with some glaze, the mango glaze which we had prepared and kept aside to come to room temperature. And once you are done glazing the mango mousse, you need to refrigerate this for 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, top this mango mousse with some whipped cream and chopped cherries or tutti frutti. Try this easy mango mousse, eggless and easy mango mousse recipe in this mango season and enjoy!